From the Great White North, the University of British Columbia comes in as the number 5 seed for the AVGL 2018 Spring Season Finals. UBC boasts on average over 60,000 students annually. A dominating force in collegiate across multiple titles, formed in 2010, UBC Esports Club looks to show its strength as one of Canada's premier esports clubs. A team dedicated to improvement and development, they had to fight for their spot in the grand final. The semi-final matchup was an upset, sweeping an undefeated first seed UC Davis. A team divided between freshmen and seniors, the squad now has its sights set on the grand final match against second seed Rochester Institute of Technology, who have shown no signs of stopping.
My name is David Tang, and my handle is Flo. I actually quit Dota like on and off frequently, and then I had quit before the LAN information was out as well. But then my friend Kendo and Kyle approached me, and they asked me if I wanted to play the qualifiers, and it sounded interesting, so I got back into Dota. I grinded my hours, and then I attempted to play, and that's how I got back into it.
My name is Jeremy Sit, and my handle name is Ko. When I entered UBC, I was already playing Dota, and I was looking for a team, and I Googled UBC Dota 2 team, and they happened to have a team, so I applied, and I kind of replaced the support player. That's how I entered.
So my full name is Kyle Yao. My handle is Jellybean Bob. So funny thing is, before I went to UBC, I bumped into this guy at a shopping mall. And then as I was making a purchase, he was like, "Hey, you have a the International backpack. Did you go this year?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, do you go to UBC?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Oh, have you tried out for the team yet?"
Yeah, Big Bang series. 3 of us was on the UBC school team, and we play for CSL. And since AVGL allows us to have 2 players of the different schools, so we just invite them and we made a new team.
My name is Kane Tan, and my handle is Ken. I was always interested in playing in AVGL. I met Kyle, Jellybean Bob, in a pub one day, and the opportunity came up with his college.
Me, Jeremy, Wayne met before forming our AVGL team through CSL, as we won the CSL tournament last year. So I picked up my old friend here, David, and my recent new friend, Kane, because we met through playing a game called Han, and we just banded together as they were a smaller community than UBC, so we formed this team here.
Once I realized we made it to the finals, at first it didn't really hit us, we weren't even that moved. And then after we played another pub game, everyone's really excited and super hyped. I believe the biggest challenge in the season was probably overcoming ourselves, because we would have disagreements on how to play the game. We just had to figure out how to play with each other better and how to address issues that were not spoken about after the game. So we just had to reevaluate what the team had to do and what we shouldn't do. We just basically were losing to our own communication. And once we improved that, we started playing better.
Going into the grand finals against our team, my team feels very confident. I think I've heard Kyle saying that he thinks that we have a 75% chance. I personally just think we all have we're all very skilled players here, so I'm just very relaxed. I have confidence in my team that even if we lose, we would have done our best, and it'll be a good experience regardless of what happens.
The highlight of the season has been for me was joining David and Kane, because David was actually the one who taught me how to play. So it was cool finally getting to meet him after all these years, which was since high school. So I've known him for quite a while, but until this day, it was the first time I met him. And Kane was a friend of David's, I believe. I met him through him. And I thought it was pretty cool to meet him too, because I really liked him online. So I was like, I wonder how this guy is in real life, and it turns out he's a great guy.
This actually isn't my first time coming to a LAN, so my family was pretty chill about me coming to a LAN, but I would say before I went to my first collegiate finals, my family wasn't too appreciative of me playing video games. Now they're just kind of let it happen, because they've known that I'm kind of at the level where I could play for even just a little bit of money.
I feel as our individual skills, like we deserve to be in the final. Like I think we are so strong, and we are the best team in the league. So I mean, why not in the final?
Like I think having a LAN final is really important for collegiate tournaments like these, because you get to put a face on the opponents that you're playing against. Like, you may not like your opponents in the game when you're playing, or like, yeah, that guy's playing like a really dumb person. But after you meet them in real life, and then maybe you'll make friends here and there, and then you start building that sort of community that maybe next year you'll have the same team playing against them. You'll look forward to maybe playing them again in LAN and have that goal to achieve for. I think that's not really a thing you can achieve without LAN finals, so I'm looking forward to build that bond here.
The University of British Columbia, a dark horse considered by many coming into the playoffs, now have a chance to prove that they have what it takes to take home the crown. The only obstacle in their path is Rochester Institute of Technology.